This is the 8-gallon water tank for off-roading and camping from WaterPORT. This thing's pretty awesome. A couple nice features about it. Number one, it's black. So if it sits in the sun all day and it's a full tank of water, it will warm up the water inside. So if you're out doing some mountain biking or some hiking and you want to come back to camp and rinse off with a warmer shower without having a heat source to warm up the water, it does a pretty good job of warming up the water. I won't say it's smoking hot, but it is warm enough to take a shower. It's like a heavy-duty ABS plastic, but it's a food-grade plastic. So if you wanted to put potable water in it, you certainly could do that. We don't do it. We just put whatever water we can because we're just using it for showering and rinsing off bikes and other things at camp. It's got quite a few connection points. One of the things I kind of struggled with at first was how to connect it, but once I got it on this platform rack, which has T-slots on it, I was able to mount it pretty easily. This is the hardware that comes with it. It does not come with the T-slot bolt because you have to figure out how to mount it to whatever you're going to mount it to. But it does come with the bolts to go in underneath. There are basically 16 spots underneath. It's kind of hard to see, but well, there's 2 rows of 2 on this side, 2 rows of 2 on this side for each bracket, and there's 2 brackets. There's another bracket down there as well. So there's 16 total attachment points that go to these brackets. You've got a lot of flexibility. I found this to be the best way for my setup to do it, but you could also do this the other way. This is what worked best for me. It seemed to be the most flexible. You can kind of see there's a sliding opening here where my T-slot bolts were able to go through. So I kind of had to get creative in the way that I installed it. I thought maybe the way I was doing this, it was going to be not as tight as I wanted it to be, but it's on there real solid. It's not coming off. It came with some rubber washers. Well, not rubber washers, they're metal and rubber washers. They kind of hold this thing really tight, and it's plastic. So it's kind of different than just having like a metal tank on a metal bracket. It's plastic on a metal bracket. So it has a different rigidity to it, I suppose, than maybe some other different pieces that I have on my rack. Like I said, it came with all the hardware that you need to attach the brackets to the tank, and then you figure out how you're going to attach it to whatever you're going to attach it to. I've got mine set up long way in a trailer. That's what worked best for me, just from, I think, from an aerodynamics perspective. I didn't want to have a wind blocker by putting it this way, although that might have worked too. The way I've got the water tank situated on my rack, I've got this part on the front. It's the most aerodynamic part, I suppose. On the back of the tank is where all the mechanics, if you will, are for the maintenance of the tank and the fills. There is an air valve here where you can attach an air compressor to and pump up the air pressure in the tank up to 40 psi. That'll give you some water pressure. You've got a constant source of air pressure at 40 psi. You can kind of have that all the time. And then if you need to release the pressure, you've got a release valve here to pull all the air pressure out. It also came with a couple of these valve attachments, which had the quick connect adapters on them. This is actually a 2-piece here. This plastic one is for hooking it up to a garden hose. And this is the shower handle that came with it. It's got a few different settings. The most important one to me is the shower setting, but it's got a center, a mist, and a flat spray like a lot of garden nozzles. But it's got the quick connector on the bottom, so this entire coiled hose is a quick connect attachment. The quick connect adapters make it really nice to just pop this off and then store it in your toolbox when you're not using it. And then there's a cutoff valve on them as well to turn the water flow on and off once it's pressurized. The easiest way to fill up the tank is this large threaded opening here, this large threaded cap. It's a pretty good size. The standard garden hose fits in there just fine and fills up the tank. All the components are really thick plastic. This seems like a really good quality piece of equipment. We haven't had any issues with it so far with leaking or anything. Overall dimensions lengthwise, I've got it starting back here at the quick connect tip all the way up to the front is about 54 inches. Widthwise, it's about 9 inches. The important dimension for me was the height, and especially at this point where the opening for the tank is about 9 3/4, almost 10 inches off of the rack. That's how much the tank overall stands up off the rack. Overall, I'm really happy with this water tank. It's got 8 gallons of capacity, which is enough for a few showers before I need to fill it back up again. It's a great addition to our camping and overlanding adventures. It's nice to have a warm water tank and be able to spray off equipment gear and take a shower. It's awesome.